can freeze them all.
Yeah, I tried them.
That's why I keep blinking. I'm trying to move you all out of the room right now. It's not working. What now?
I know.
How's your day been?
It's been all right.
It's been good?
It's been all right. I'm doing cool. What's for dinner?
Not McDonald's again.
Thank God.
2 nights in a row. That's right. We've been walking ourselves to the airport McDonald's. So right around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the
Tell
morning.
people that's
That's real fun test.
It wasn't, well, it might have been. Alrighty then.
What do you guys want to hear from us?
Uh-oh.
This is your convention. It's totally up to you. You can ask us whatever you want.
Hi, I want to ask you something.
I don't know where you are.
Here? Here. First of all, thanks for being here. And I want to ask if you go to the party. That's just another...
Did you say party?
Yeah, tonight.
Holly just woke up.
Was that an actual question?
No, my actual question was, when you have bad dreams, do you use your powers to get out of it sometimes?
Wow, no, never. I haven't, but that's a great idea. I'm gonna try
that. Because I come up with this sometimes. I was just wondering if you do that.
Wow. I'm gonna start exploding stuff in my dreams. I totally am. Watch me. And you?
I don't have powers.
You don't?
Not anymore. I'm dead.
I'm sorry. Nobody really dies uncharmed. Nobody really dies.
No, I'm hiding somewhere.
Sort of like
I'm, coming up with other storylines soon to take place.
Now you're making promises.
No.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Oh.
Hi, Shannen.
Wow.
Hi, Holly. I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
It's like, find a fan. We're small.
I heard that you were involved in Sea Shepherd, and I'm afraid I really don't know much about it, so I was wondering if you could tell us something about it.
Omar.
Sea Shepherd?
Omar.
It's a conservation group that is all about saving the oceans.
I think we should make Omar do it.
We actually do have Omar.
Come here.
Who can tell you a lot more. You can also go on their website, seashepherd.org, and
You hate us now, don't you? You hate us.
Hello, thank you for not putting me on the spot at all. No pressure. Sea Shepherd is a conservation group started in 1977 by a fellow called Captain Paul Watson. He started the group after being part of the Greenpeace Foundation as one of the founders back in 1972. And in 1977, he branched out to start his own organisation called Sea Shepherd Conservation Society. Sea Shepherd primarily deals with issues of the ocean, because we all need the ocean. If the ocean dies, we die. So Sea Shepherd every year sends ships around the world and has campaigns all over the world that we protect the oceans and abide by international maritime laws and international nature laws. So that's primarily what we do. Most people know us from the TV show Whale Wars. Have you heard of that? Yeah. Well, that's primarily our biggest campaign, is to stop the Japanese. This year, the International Court of Justice ruled that the Japanese campaigns and scientific research in the Southern Oceans was in fact a farce and illegal. So for 1 year, we won. But the whaling hasn't stopped. It still continues. The Japanese will put together a new research program for next year, and I believe they've just announced that they will go down this year with 4 harpoon vessels for non-lethal research, whatever that means. But Sea Shepherd, as always, we will meet them down there with our ships, and we will continue to protect our oceans. And that's what we do. Please check out www.seashepherd.org. Thank you.
that definitely answered your question.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, this is a question for Holly. I'm a huge Pretty Little Liars fan, and I want to ask first, how is it working on this show? And second, do you know who A is? You don't have to tell who, but just do you know it?
No, I don't know, and I'm awfully confused at this point. But it's great. It's a great show to work on, and it's doing fairly well, I hear, and it's, you know, I'll be back as soon as I'm done with this. I'll be back.
Great, thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
That's a question one of my friends wanted to ask. She's sitting right down here in the picture. But her English isn't that good, and she wants to know if you guys have any animals at home and if they have names, or what's your favorite animal?
I'll go first, because I have too many. I have 4 horses and 2 fish and a cat and 2 dogs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do they all have names, or?
God, yes. Go for it. Really? Horses first. Horses first. Now you're going to make fun of me. Jay, Jezebel, and Jesse. Yes, they all start with J's. No, it wasn't planned that way. Because the pony's name is Clint. Totally different. No J's allowed. And then we have a fish named Blaze, and a new fish, a blue one that my youngest son just got, that I think he named Stinger. I don't know why, but I just said, that's a great name. I went with it. And then I have a cat named Ball.
Thank you.
Wait, I wasn't done.
She's got more animals. Hold on.
See? And then I have Blue and Bear. I didn't do the bees on purpose either. It
But it's funny how that happened,
I
isn't it?
don't know.
I have 2 horses, Sammy and Picasso, and I have 2 dogs, Leroy and Bowie, German Shepherd, and Cane Corso. And I have 2 turtles who I adopted. They were kind of left behind, and so they're now mine, named Raymond and Myrtle. And that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. For the first, Charmed was the best series ever about witches. Thank you for that. I have a question to both of you.
We're getting instructions. Oh, we're doing it wrong. Okay, go ahead.
That's pretty much for me, isn't it?
It's about your death, Shannen. How was it to play it, and for you, how was it to accept that your big sister is dead, because the character was, and how was it after that to play this character?
How was it dying?
Dying was really interesting. I'm not sure I actually want to repeat it, but you know, I directed that episode, so it made it a little bit more personal for me. I got to direct how much blood was on me and how dead I actually looked, and it was, you know, it was a different time in my life. It was an odd time in my life, so I think for many reasons it was the right thing to happen, and for many reasons it probably wasn't the right thing to happen. But you know, I got to be a part of a show for 3 years that I'm really, really proud of, and I got to work with my best friend for 3 years, which I feel very fortunate and lucky. You know, and I worked for Aaron Spelling again. So for me, it was kind of a win-win situation for the most part.
If she was directing, it probably, I don't remember exactly, but it probably would have a little bit something like, okay, now be dead. Okay, good. We're moving on. Faster. Pretty much. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough for my character. It was tough for me for very many reasons. And it changed the course of my character, which was unexpected. But that's the way it goes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
take you on a road trip down memory lane.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Shannen, I have seen you in a Disney production. I can't remember the name. It aired on the Disney Club in Germany with the Bigfoot thing. Do you remember that one?
No.
It was something with Creek in it, I think. I think you were about 17 when you shot that.
Oh.
And Holly, for you it's going to be picket fences. I would like to know if you could share some stories from those sets or some memories you have.
Nope. No, just kidding. That set was really, really special to me because I was 18 when I started that show, and luckily it was a show about a small town and a family life in a small town, and so we were very close, and I was lucky enough to work with two actors who, Tom Skerritt and Kathy Baker, who were very parental with me, and they helped me grow professionally and personally quite a bit. And the crew, you know, who had worked with each other before, they were very much like a family. So for 4 years, it was a really lovely, easy experience and perfect timing in my life because I was 18 and in a new town, and they became my family.
That particular movie, I don't have a lot of memories of it because those kind of movies, you're there for 3 weeks and you go in and you get your job done and then you leave. My memories are more about Little House, which I was on for 4 years, and 90210, which I was on for 3 years, or 4 years, I can't remember. Mallrats, for instance, because we were all in a hotel in Minnesota, a bunch of kids. We took over an entire floor, and it was just people skateboarding up and down and drinking. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So those are kind of all of my memories. Mainly the big memory of my career is Little House because I worked with the late, great Michael Landon, who, amazing man. He helped shape me and really taught me about acting and taught me about how to be respectful of my fellow actors and that you don't sit in your trailer and say, no, I'm not going to show up. I'm not going to do off camera. Instead, you show up for your fellow actor at all times. And I think that for me is probably still at this point in my career the highlight of how much I learned, and kindness, like kindness on his sets. Everybody was a family. There was never gossip. There was never, until I guess way later when other people decided to bring it up in books, which were incredibly false about him. But just know that was one of the greatest men anybody could ever meet or encounter. Next to my dad, he was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I know you are best friends, and I read something that Shannen convinced Holly to do charm, and I was, could you just tell it? And the right way. And I was wondering if you want to make another show together, since you're so good friends, something like that, like sisters or something again.
Hello, it's Elizabeth.
I don't know what that meant, but it was really cute.
But I love you, and you can come home with us. You too, sure. I'm into adopting. Let's all go. Yes. The answer is yes. Let's just make this really quick and easy and painless and take the Band-Aid off. Yes, we are doing another show together, as a matter of fact, and we start filming at the end of June.
Hello, I'm up here.
Oh, hello.
First of all, I would like to say to Shannen, when I was a teenager, you were my absolute idol, and I admire you very much, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
And I want to know from both of you, when you look back at your life so far, which achievements, not just acting, but in general, are you most proud of?
Oh, I think for me, it's the achievements that I'm the most proud of have nothing to do with acting at all. I'm most proud of the fact that I remain a really good daughter, that my dad came first and still does in an odd way. My mother comes first. I'm really proud of my third marriage because it looks like it's going to last. And most importantly right now, right, knock on wood, most importantly right now, I think I'm most proud of my support with Sea Shepherd, and it's because it's something so much bigger than me, bigger than Holly, bigger than, it is literally about the world and trying to conserve it and save it, and just being associated with them and giving my time and my voice to them, it's what I'm the most proud of at this moment.
I'd have to say probably my three greatest achievements would be my sons, and that they haven't really hurt each other terribly yet, or anybody else for that matter. So those are my, achievements.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan. I just wanted to say thank you for being here, for giving us the chance to see you. My question is, Prue died in the series, and I know that showing her as a ghost, like your grandmother came back and your mother, it would have been too soon, but why wasn't there a chance afterwards, maybe in the last series, that Prue would come or be conjured as a ghost?
I don't know. I think you would probably have to ask, other people that question and not us. I think you'd have to ask Aaron Spelling and Dick Vincent and Jim Conway and Brad Kern and some of the cast. I don't think that I can answer that. Can you answer that?
Why you didn't want to come back? No, that wasn't it. Yeah. I don't know. That's a question for another time. We'll get back to you.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome in Germany to FedCon 23. The question to Shannen first. The episode 16 in season 3, that takes a Halliwell. There we had get a gift from the angel of death, in which he has said to you, because the death of your mother, you are sad and then you look forward. Was it your intention by the script, or has the producer or other people say to you how to make the dialogues with the angel of death?
No, the dialogue was written by whoever wrote that episode, which may have been Brad.
Could have been.
Could have been. We didn't have a lot of latitude of changing dialogue, so that's all a credit to the great writers who run the show.
And the second question is the episode. Sorry.
Are these your questions?
Yes, wearing the clothing in Charmed in the season. Was it? Have you given ideas which clothing you wear in the episodes, or have other people say to you which were you?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes they made me wear things I didn't want to wear, and sometimes they let me wear the things that I wanted to.
I always picked out my clothes. I had a ridiculous relationship with the wardrobe woman, and we would go to lunch and we would go shopping, and it was fantastic because you got to spend somebody else's money, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, I mean, I remember when I left, I was already taking Prue's clothes like crazy. I mean, half my closet is her clothing because I thought she was a really good dresser.
And to Holy Mary 2 episodes, Centennial Chant, episode 100, and episode 108, Sense and Sense Ability. By Centennial Chant, it is the 100th episode is for this, and the Sense and Sense Ability was the possibility first can't hear, the second can't speak, and the second can't see. Was it a little bit complicated to play the roles with you and other?
No, I think because I had the easiest one where I couldn't see. Obviously, I really can't see, so I just had to act like I couldn't see. But it was tougher for the other two.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wait, your mic is not working.
You can just yell at us. Other people do.
What's up? Okay.
There you go.
Good evening. And my question is for Shannen. At first, I would like to say thank you for you because you're also my teenager idol. My name is Yana. I'm from Ukraine. I'm just the greatest Ukrainian fan. And the question, which country would you like to visit? Which language do you like to learn? And what is your favorite place in the whole world? Thank you.
Oh, wow. Nice question. Thank you. God, you know, I want to visit a lot of places. First off, I love Germany. I've been to Germany quite a few times. I used to come here once a year because I have show horses, or I had show horses, and they're all Hanoverians and Holsteiners, German warmbloods. So I've always come here and picked up my horses and shipped them back. My wonderful dog Bowie and the one before her Elfie actually came from Germany. I think probably one of my favorite places I've ever been was South Africa. And maybe it's because I love animals so much, and going on a safari and seeing animals as you're supposed to see them in the wild and in their own natural habitat was amazing. I actually have a weird thing about I'm going to Ukraine. I know quite a few people in Ukraine, and there's something about it and the people and the fight and what they're going through that makes me want to go. Gosh, Greece. As far as languages go, I want to speak every language. I mean, that's the problem. I have all those CDs that you can listen to of every single language, and I just assume I'm going to pick it up really quickly, and I don't, so then they all sit there collecting dust. I speak a tiny bit of French. I speak a tiny bit of Spanish. My husband speaks a lot of languages fluently because he's just got a good ear. But I think I would really love to learn Japanese or Italian.
Thank you.
Hello. I'm a little bit nervous, so I hope my English is good. And I am so afraid that you are here in Germany. This is a big dream for every Sham fan, and for me too. And I have two little questions. The one is, I always read in the news of a Sham movie. Is this right or is this wrong? Do you know something about that?
No, there's a lot of talk about one, but it only comes from the fans.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the company that owns it right now is talking about doing a television reboot of it, but none of us have anything to do with that, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And the second question is maybe a little bit difficult for you, Shannen. I read it in the news that you are with Julia McMahon in a relationship for some time.
You didn't tell me.
With the hot coal. Is this right?
You mean she used to be, was the question, right? Where are you going?
Please stay.
Yes, after very much after Charmed, Julie and I went off and did a movie of the week together called Another Day. And at that point, we started dating. But prior to that, you know, Julian was on the show, and he was married, and he had a kid. And actually, we didn't particularly care for each other. Funny enough, we didn't dislike each other, but it was always kind of like, ugh, you again, you know, like there was no spark, there was no anything. And once we did this movie, things definitely changed, and we dated for a short period of time.
Okay, that's so great. Thank you very much.
Really? No questions about Julian? Yes, he is charming and romantic and was a good boyfriend for a certain period of time.
Yes, and Alyssa and Brian McCross, this was so, for the show, very crazy, yes. Okay, thank you.
Yes, it was very crazy. Yes. For me. Yeah.
Okay.
Far too many people making out with people.
Hi.
Hi.